Google's newest phone is just around the corner. Here's what we're expecting from the Google Pixel 5. Google is holding an event on September 30th where the company will talk about its new Chromecast, a new smart speaker, and Pixel phones. So let's dig into what we know about the Pixel 5, huh? First up, Google has shown off a promo image, which likely shows the 5. Let's look at that picture and dissect it. We've got a big number 5 on the left with a texture that matches the phone next to it. That phone with that texture is probably the Pixel 5. Then there's a smoother looking phone next to the big Google G. This is likely the Pixel 4a 5G. Google already confirmed it was working on a 5G version of its budget 4a coming in the fall at the same time as the Pixel 5. Google told us that the promo image refers to the phones coming in the fall. So it looks like we're seeing the profiles of the 5 and the 4a 5G. The company also told us that its 5G devices will have both sub-6 and millimeter wave configurations. What does that mean practically? What it means is that Google's 5G phones will be able to run on both AT&T and Verizon's 5G networks because there's more than one type of 5G. Now, if you want to change carriers while you have a Google 5G phone, you won't need to get a whole new phone to do it. We've got a great 5G explainer if you really want to get into the details of that technology. Anyway, that's pretty much all we have officially, but since this is the Pixel, it looks like stuff's been leaking like crazy. Is it intentional? How would I know? I'm not on the Google marketing team. The good folks at WinFuture, who have a great track record, publish images of what it says is the Google Pixel 5. First thing you'll notice is the display on the Pixel 5 takes up the vast majority of the front. There's no big forehead on this guy like the Pixel 4. The 4 had its massive forehead because it contained sensors that were used for in-ear gestures and facial recognition. So either that tech has been miniaturized to the point where you can't see it, or more likely it's gone. The camera is on the top in the corner. It would be an 8 megapixel shooter. The bezels around the display look to be uniform. There's not really a chin here either. Generally, this new Pixel looks a lot like the $350 Google Pixel 4a. WinFuture says we're looking at a 6-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080. This would be a mid-sized screen compared to the Pixel 4. The 4 had a 5.7-inch display. The 4 XL had a 6.3 incher, so this one's right in the middle. The report also says we're getting a 90 Hz refresh rate, which is the same as the 4. Now that comes in handy for very smooth animations. Let's talk glass. The 5 could have Gorilla Glass 6. That kind of glass can survive 1.6 meter drops and is pretty scratch resistant. Now this glass isn't as tough as the new Gorilla Glass Victus that you can find on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, but it's tougher than the glass that was on the Pixel 4. On the back, it looks like the fingerprint sensor has returned. That is further evidence that the face unlock you found on the Pixel 4 is dead. Let's talk about the camera setup. Two 12.2 megapixel cameras are on there. It's Google. They're probably going to be great like all the rest of the Pixel cameras. Who are we kidding? Let's go inside the Pixel 5. Tons of reports say the Pixel 5 is going to be powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G. This is not the top-of-the-line Snapdragon processor for the year 2020. That accolade goes to the 865 Plus. However, the 765G has a couple of advantages. One, it costs less than the 865, and we'll get to pricing in a little bit. And two, it has an integrated 5G modem. The 865 does not. Now, why does that matter? Chips with an integrated modem usually require less power. The modem in the 765G has download speeds of up to 3.7 gigabits per second, which is really fast. For comparison, the modem that is found with the 865 is capable of 7.5 gigabits per second. If you're getting either of those top speeds, I think you'll be very happy. For a frame of reference, you could download like a 30 gigabyte video file at Blu-ray quality in about 1 minute. And that's on the slower modem. We're also looking at 8 gigs of RAM on the Pixel 5. If you're using lots and lots of apps, you will appreciate this. This would be a 2 gig upgrade compared to the 4. As for storage, reports say the Pixel 5 will have 128 gigabytes. That's the same as the Pixel 4a, which is an improvement from the old Pixels, which started with 64 gigs. If you like taking full quality video and images, you can eat up space quickly. 128, I think, will work for lots and lots of people. The most interesting thing about the Pixel 5 might be its pricing. Now, reports say it will cost $699. This is based on a survey Google sent out back in May. That survey asked, if these were your only options, which of these Pixel smartphones would you prefer to buy? It listed a Google Pixel phone that started at $349 and the option of a premium Google Pixel phone that starts at $699. Other reports have echoed this $699 price. This would be a $100 price reduction from the Pixel 4. At $699, you're in iPhone 11 territory. And that makes a lot of sense considering that's what the Pixel is kind of supposed to be. It's the major Android phone where Google has full control of the software and the hardware. Everything should work well together from the second you turn on the phone. Google can get updates out to the Pixel quicker than any other phone. On day one of an update, you get it on the Pixel. The Pixel should also have the best assistant experience. The Pixel 4 had dedicated hardware to make more things happen on device instead of having data go from your phone to the cloud and back. This kind of thing speeds up day-to-day tasks, which makes the Pixel more fun to use. While the specs did not match something like a Galaxy S20 Ultra, it shouldn't matter. Google has shown it knows how to make the most of its hardware with some software tricks. Also, don't forget that Google has another version of Android called Go Edition. Now, this is meant for phones that do not have tons of power. In a blog post, Google explained that in its latest version of Android Go, apps would launch 20% faster than on the previous one. Go uses less RAM and offers more storage space on phones because it's a smaller operating system. These kinds of tricks can be applied to the Pixel line if Google wants. If this pricing is correct, then I think Google is figuring stuff out. The Pixel is not the world's fastest, thinnest, insane spec Android phone. The Pixel is the Android phone that works in an intuitive manner, takes great photos, has the best version of Assistant, and carries a price tag that matches a really, really great experience. We will have live coverage of Google's event, by the way. Definitely join us because while there may not be hardware surprises, Google has a knack for showing off some crazy software tricks with Pixels. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online.